this is Laurie from hidinginmycraftroom.com. I'm just going to do a little exploring today with the Cricut Expression 2. Inside the box, you do get a user manual. I'm not much of a reader. I'm more of a get in there and play around and learn as you go. But I did see a handy button and icon legend. And what I did was I went ahead and made a copy of it and put it on some cardstock. I'm going to laminate it and keep it by the machine because I think a lot of the buttons, the pictures, might be self-explanatory to some, but for me, I'm like, what is that? What does that mean? So anyway, so I did that, and I decided I'm going to keep my cover on there, I think. Keep my screen as long as possible. So okay, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to pull out the stylus. I'm going to zoom into the screen, and then I'm just going to show you a few things that it does. Okay, so here we are, zoomed in to the screen. First thing you need to know about is where the images are. That's where the little star comes in. It's going to bring up the last screen that you were at. So I'm going to click on the little icon that is the picture of the expression, and I don't have a cartridge loaded up yet. I'm just working with the internal cartridges, and I'm going to work with, let's do just a note. So let's say I want to cut out this heart. Okay, so I've picked my heart. Let's go ahead, and this arrow is return, so line return, so it's going to be, I believe, on the mat on the next line. So you've got a spacer, and then you've also got a line like a return. So then I'm going to put on the next line, I'm just trying to keep it kind of simple. Let's do this fan image, okay, and then see, so the line return actually put it on the next line. I like that because, especially if you're going to be using scraps, then you can put one there and one right below it. What I really want to do, I think, is go back into the image and click before the fan and put a space. And then what it's going to do, okay, it just moves it over. Okay, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to backspace and remove the space, but I'm going to hit return again, and it's going to put it even lower down. Oh, I like that even better. Because see, then I can see where it is on the mat. Click on one and edit just one, which I like because I can make just one image bigger. So let's make this one 5.5. And we're going to keep it at proportional size rather than real dial size. Okay, so I saved that, and then I have to click here to go back to the mat. Okay, so that's bigger, but this is still that size. Okay, so we'll go into our settings, which is the little wrench. You've got all kinds of different buttons that'll do different things from, here's your center point, where to start cutting, or start position. This is, if you need to recalibrate it, is your materials. And what that is I can set anything, light paper, medium paper, heavy paper, and vinyl, which is the kiss cut, is already loaded into as settings. But if I wanted to add one, let's see, I could actually go and add one, and I could say if I cut a lot of vellum, so I could type in vellum and save it. Let's see, where was that? I didn't save it, but then you could change it. So right now it's on light paper, and the name of that, I guess, is Blade 5. Oops, sorry. Okay, so, but I'm going, if I'm going to cut anything out, it's going to be with Stampin' Up! Paper, and I say that's heavy paper, and I guess the name that happens to be that is Original 6. I don't think you can rename that, and it's set at 5 speed, 5 pressure, and I'm only going to cut it one time. I don't know if you can see, there's a little bit of a shadow, but right here are some buttons, and this button will take you home from anywhere where you're at. It's a little picture of a house. And this button is a zoom in button on the left. If you tap the image first, it brings this up to whether you want to make a copy, delete, or edit. But if I tap this first, then, whoops, you gotta hold it in. Tap this first and then hold that in. It's gonna zoom it in so we can see what the image is. Then also on this side, which you cannot see, I don't think very well in my lighting, you have your on-off button, and then you have a pause button where you can actually pause it. So I'm just going to click home. It's going to take me home. And of course this is your load mat. Here's the option if you want to autofill. I guess because I pushed return, it only is only going to autofill one. I'm going to delete that one. Oh, I guess I deleted both of them. No, it put it on another mat. That's what happened. Not sure why it put it on another mat, but I'm going to delete that. I'm still trying to figure it all out. Okay, so now I've deleted. When I did the autofill, it only put one because I had the return. So let's go home and let's look at autofill. We'll pick any image. Let's just do the heart again. Oh, wait a minute. Let's back up because my returns are still there. My line returns. The heart. Go put it on the mat. Settings. And autofill. There it goes. It just automatically filled it up. And then I can go in and edit it. I can flip it. I can actually even turn it sideways. I can flip it up and down, which you can't really see with the heart. Okay, let's go back to the mat. Click autofill again. I guess it took it off the autofill when I edited it. So let's change the size. See what happens. And save it. And again, it got rid of the autofill, but it's not that hard to just redo it. It's just one click of a button, so that's nice. All right, let's unclick the autofill. Go back to just one. This is art quantity, so let's say I want 3. That's nice. And let's put another image on there. Let's go back to our fan. See, it took the quantity off. That's funny. Let's go quantity 3 again. And it's going to do each of them 3 times. This is project quantity. So if I want to do this project 2 times, what that's going to do, if I understand it correctly, is when it cuts it, and we'll have to play with this a different day because I wasn't going to cut today. I'm just kind of playing around. But when it cuts it, let me zoom in. I'm sorry. So I think is when it cuts the project, it's going to beep at you and say, put your next mat in. So it's going to do this project twice. So if I want to cut that particular project twice. This, it says ABC and it's got 2 little arrows. That is fit to page. Let's just see what that does. Okay, so it left my project, it took the quantity off, but then it fit my 2 images to the page. This is mat size, so if I wanted to change it to 12 by 24 vertical or horizontal. Okay, I'm going to keep that at 12 by 12. This is paper size. I'm actually excited about that because I use a lot of 8.5 by 11, so I'm hoping I can save that. And then I can just say, hey, I'm using 8.5 by 11. It'll know where it's at, and I can put my images accordingly. This is fit to length, and I use that quite often. This is apply to all. So if I want to change both images at the same time, let's make both of them 5 inches. Then it'll apply to both of them rather than just editing one. I like that. And then this is if you want to change your settings from 1/4 to 1/10 millimeters, centimeters, English. If you want your little light on all the time during cutting or whatever. And I think this, if you hit this, it goes back to your original settings when you bought the machine. But I hope that this is helping you to have the courage to go in and explore your machine. I'm going to make a project, I promise, next time. So please come back and visit me again, hidinginmycraftroom.com. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to learn about it, please don't hesitate to ask. If I don't know, then I'll do the research and I'll figure it out and we'll learn together. Again, thanks for watching.